Same warning, starting with Light Yagami from Death Note. This guy is a psycho beyond belief. In the beginning, I found Light to be a good guy, so I was all for him, like for his ideas. But when he starts slipping through the cracks of being a villain, this guy just started going from it was okay from hero, anti-hero to just downright crazy. Cause as we all know, when in his death scene was the most significant one, that he was a psycho. He was a psycho beyond belief. And he would go in his head like having these crazy thoughts like, if I do this, da, da, da. But the last part of the whole episode was when he started his crazy laugh. Sorry, got a little out of hand with myself. Sorry, best Light Yagami impersonation ever. Yeah, that was all planned. My headset's falling. That was all planned. Okay, next villain I won't do an impersonation on, or I don't know how to do an impersonation on him, because this guy's really old to be exact, and he was one of my favorite scary childhood villains when I was younger, and he was Rancid from Power Rangers Time Force. This guy well, incapacitated the original Red Ranger before the other Red Ranger. Now, this guy was a psycho as well. This guy was a mutant trying to destroy humankind because they cast him aside. He was an outcast. And what's so scary about him was he had that thing on his side that made him look like Kano from Mortal Kombat. But there was this ability he does where he hits his hand on his leg and he pulls a bone out and it's a sword. Well, as we see here in this picture, he has mutant minions and psychobots or something. Would you call them psychobots or something? I forgot what you call them. But this guy beat up the Power Rangers, but in the end, he had a shade of goodness in him. He turned good in the end, apparently, and decided, you know what? I know when I'm beaten. I know when I'm beaten. I give up. And he was healed of his mutant condition, which was the reason why he wore that thing that made him look like Kano. It was kind of odd, but then when he took it off, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna show his ugly face. But it was perfect next to his girlfriend Nydia giving birth. I didn't know she was pregnant the entire series, but she gives birth in the end of the series. Well, that's new. That's something you don't see in the Power Rangers. A villain giving birth. Except for Rita and Lord Zed's baby. I'm getting to that. But next up is Voldo from Soul Calibur, the video game. This guy scares me because of one reason. He was the best character I used, but he scares me. Because this guy dresses so weird, and he doesn't really speak. He can only speak in like, like I almost thought for each time he breathes like that, I thought he was Darth Vader. But this guy was like so scary that sometimes when I play him and I go back to the start thing, it'll go, which was his way of saying Soul Calibur 3. That was so scary, and I always hit start right before, because I don't want to hear like all the people who says like Soul Calibur 3. It's so scary. Yeah, I have to admit he did scare me. Best character used, but he was so scary. I have to admit, but he was the best character next to Nightmare, Shrade, all of those good guys. Now, this next one is from another comic book character. It's another comic book character. I'm not going to be doing anime that much, but this guy actually did scare me to death. Made me forced not to watch this whole movie. And he was Sabretooth from X-Men 1. This guy scared me, okay? From the first scene he comes, he scared me. Sharp teeth, the claws, the roar, everything scared me. This guy was so crazy. He was like roaring and slashing and beating up Wolverine in the beginning. See, I'm not afraid of Liv Schreiber's Sabretooth. I'm just afraid of this Sabretooth. I don't think I still am, but looking at this picture just brings back memories of how he got zapped off the Statue of Liberty onto a boat. And I don't think he's dead. He's like Wolverine, actually. He's like Wolverine in one way. They can heal, they have claws, they're brothers. That's why every time in the cartoon series or any of X-Men related thing, That's why Sabretooth always calls Wolverine Runt, because he's like his big older brother. He's like, see you around, Runt. Like if he beats him up, or you little runt if he gets beaten. But all that scared me about Sabretooth was his roar. His mutant powers didn't really scare me. It was his roar, like a mighty saber-toothed tiger. And he scared me, okay? I'm sorry, but if for you nerds out there going like, he's not scary, he is. Last villain, really scary. I mean, so scary that I really didn't want to talk about the other one. If you saw my death list, then you know who I'm talking about. The Joker. All Jokers. All of them were dark. Some of them were comical. I like that. But mostly all of them were dark. The Joker used to be a villain, fell into a bath of some kind of toxic energy thing or something, and the skin pigment is all white. Now, the Joker only lives to do one thing: making people laugh or making people's life a living nightmare. He does both. And how? By doing tricks and everything. This guy was scary. And then this laugh. It was sounding like the light Yagami laugh I did earlier, with the whole headsets falling and everything. But still, like I said, all that was planned to happen. It was all part of the plan. That was from Dark Knight. Heath Ledger's Joker. They're like saying the name too much. But this guy is number one on my list because this guy was super scary. Every time I watched him, he always was scaring me like with some kind of odd thing. Now, this is my opinion, my list. None of you guys really don't have to give a darn. Frankly, I don't give a darn if you write bad comments. But this is Knight Rider 7602 signing off. Okay, that was my Joker impersonation, by the way. Thank you. I bid you farewell.